This is the Halloween thing that they're doing. Yeah. I think Hearts and Minds is back as well. Scroll, 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 scroll. Hearts and Minds, yeah. Might do that one again, just for old time's sake. Y'all remember this place. Second Wave still works as your own private DS9 instance, and while it hasn't particularly aged well, it's certainly nowhere near as gorgeous as the revamped and much more screen-faithful Deep Space Nine that we have now. It is still completely usable. You still have all the ship tailor and personal tailor and like the ship merchant and whatnot. Everything still works. You can still visit Commander Roxy back in her old Mako digs. Or back in her old Omega Force digs, I should say. She's not part of Mako. But yes, it's weird being back on this map. Especially since this map no longer even used for oh my god, what is the Mark 9. I remember because Mark 10 gear, Mark 9 gear was the best you could get, and Mark 10 gear was reserved for the Borg stuff when the game first came out. That's how ancient just about everything here is. Although they got rid of Rugen Skyle for Garrick, so Garrick wants a bottle of Bajoran Tears for some stupid reason. That seems a bit out of character for Garrick, to be honest, but whatever. I beg your pardon. But seeing as I've come all this way, if I might impose a small personal favor? I've heard that there are still some people brewing Bajoran distilled Kanar on this station. It's been so long since I've had the opportunity to savor the sweet, sweet nectar of Bajoran tears and slave labor. Consider it a humble request. It would certainly put me in a much more favorable mood if you could acquire some for me. My bad Garrick impression. I could go like ham and just start shooting up the promenade, couldn't I? Yep, I could just go crazy and start shooting the place up. I'm not going to, but I could. I could. Those people who know my character and his backstory will be amused with the fact he hasn't burst into flames yet upon entering the temple, the Bajoran temple on Deep Space Nine. Karen Andrews is having some trouble with the transporter, it seems. The pit. I want those Vols alive. Captain Gora, who used to be the guy you reported to for the Beta Ursay patrols, and yeah, he's pretty much useless now. It's very shiny, isn't it? Is it shiny is this shinier than I remember? I don't remember it being so shiny. The ball. The baseball. Apparently Cisco took the baseball with him. Or Jake took the baseball with him. Or somebody took the baseball. That's not the ball from Deep Space Nine. Even though that line, like, I think that line is from... That's from Nog. Right? Yeah, that's from Nog. In the Magnificent Ferengi 7, yeah. That one mission in the Gamma Quadrant expansion. So this can't be Cisco's baseball, which I do feel like kind of destroys the symbolism the ball is supposed to have. Because, you know, like, whoever's got the ball is the one in charge of Deep Space Nine, basically. It's like, now you've got the ball. Like when Kira At the very end of Deep Space Nine, when Kira's in charge, she's got the ball. You know, she's just sort of like walking around Deep Space Nine, doing her rounds. Doing her rounds with it. Can I just beam up to the ship? No, they didn't have that there yet. I would always beam up from Ops. If I beamed up to the ship, I would always, like, go here and beam up. Which is, probably very inconvenient for the Ops personnel, but, return to Promenade. But nostalgic for me. Alright, let's go, let's do this. Cat's Tail Ground. Delving the castle is basically just Cat's Tail. It's like a single player slice of Cat's Tail. So we're basically just gonna do the full thing here. And see how long it takes. Safety first. Roll. There we go. Where are the Davidians? How can we help? Understood. We'll make it happen. That's the annoying part of ground queues. Everybody's setting everything off early. So there's a bunch of skeleton guys. You gotta get them into the candlelight where they're vulnerable. I also brought my own light source because it'd be very dark in here. There is also a cat. There are also cats to be found. It doesn't seem like they're very interested in finding the cats, though. Okay, cats through there. So get off me. I'm gonna run back here and grab that cat. So, hello. Pardon me. Come on, march into the light so I can kill you. So we're going to slap on a different weapon just so I can check something. Slapped. There we go. It has been slapped. You know what? While you guys are doing that, I'm actually going to make a slight change. Don't bring him to me, dick. Where is it? Alright, I'm actually going to drop a shotgun into that slot. Because this doubles as a sniper rifle, so I might as well cover my bases. Come on, die. I wonder. It was worth a shot. Nine minutes. God damn. That didn't used to take 9 minutes to recharge. When the fuck did Cryptic do that? Guys, get him to the candles. Oh, I got the library. Here's where the party gets split. Now, how well this goes really depends on who you're paired with. Legends of the Postcari. Mythical creatures. Spooky stories, cookbooks. Alchemy, nope. Mythical creatures.
You must place that book on the correct shelf.
I did.
Tales of Kalis and Lucara.
Okay, so I guess. Alright, so because he was asking, I should have put that in like the actual bestiary instead of just mythical creatures. Gotcha. I'll remember that.
As with operas, the Klingons write the best romance.
Okay, it's a romance book. Can't. There we go.
Transmutation, potions, and you. Did you know that the vast majority of transmutation is done by elixir?
Alchemy. Alchemy. The other parties reach the boss. Oh my god!
You must place that book on the correct shelf. No, you have chosen poorly. Did you know that the vast majority of transmutation is done by elixir?
Okay.
The way is now open to you.
I hate you. It's basically a paralyzed. Lightning, bitch! I should watch Cat's Paw. It's been a while since I've watched this episode. It's a silly fucking episode.
Liberation at last! How wonderful! You have my undying thanks, strangers. May the power within the book I protected serve you. Please, maintain.
Yeah, I would like to just like read. Okay, why is that even here? Why is why would Guine be here? Guine is a paperweight right now. Okay, I'm gonna station myself over here. Every so often, one of you will be triolicked, and there'll be a lever here that you have to pull to make this guy vulnerable. If you have a Trailic pattern enhancer, which I don't because I didn't realize the cooldown was 9 bloody minutes. Well, never mind. I can do it right now. Hey! Grenades! Shotgun! Oh, he is okay, whatever. But if a bunch of you have trail-like pattern enhancers, you can easy mode this real quickly. You just drop the pattern enhancer where that lever would be. I do not remember this thing taking 10 minutes to recharge. I have no idea where the other Davidian devices are. Oh, is this it? This might be one of them. Okay, where the hell is this other device? Hey, cat. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. There we go. Done. There we go. How do we do? Continue. Why are you in our galaxy? You were from another bloody galaxy. If I'm remembering correctly, they were not quite invaders. One of them. If you don't remember, by the way, they basically reused the shrine at Borath for this place, but I rather like this map. I'd like to see it used. Like, I wish... You know what I really wish? I wish this was some kind of, like, a fleet holding or something. You know? Just, like, a really cool castle full of enemies. And, like daily missions that you could do. That'd be fucking cool. I mean, shit! They basically, that's basically what Lords of Shadow 2 was, if you ever played the Kojima Castlevania games. Is you would, like, go to the castle, do your daily, and then continue with the story. Shit, I don't know. I just wish that we had like a cool castle fleet holding, alright? Cool space castle. Who's with me? Alrighty. For old time's sake, let me go ahead and click that thing. Yeah, there we go. For old time's sake, because we haven't done this mission in a long time, and I wonder if the rewards are the same. Because it's been a long time since Hearts and Minds was available. I still have to do the Gamma Quadrant stuff. I wanted to bring the flare that you get from Tenebris Torquent, but then I remembered I don't have that yet on PC because I did the Gamma Quadrant stuff on PS4. Alright.
I've lost contact with an old colleague. Dr. Sabak was a Vulcan priest, but he worked with the Vulcan Science Academy studying psionic phenomena. A few years ago, he went into seclusion on a remote research station in the Donatu system. He hasn't been heard from in some time. I'd like someone to check up on him. Don't worry, he's just a typical Vulcan by himself. You shouldn't have any problems.
Oh, we get the zombie dance. Special Duty Officer Unknown. I guess he... Isn't that supposed to be Gary? Can't you just get, like, a bunch of Garys from this mission? Spoilers, this is basically that one vault from Fallout. Alright, let's do this. Another remote, decrepit station with most of the power out. Not exactly prime real estate. I wonder where Dr. Sabak is sequestered. Alright.
Warning. Hazard detected. Initiating quarantine protocol. control damaged. Releasing neuroseed gas.
Well, we got EV suits, so. Alright. You were under time pressure originally when they started releasing that, but because of that, you now can just equip the suits automatically. It kind of takes away from that. Okay. Let's see. Roll one right. Let's rotate column 2 down. It's Dr. Sabak. He's been dead for a while, but the body's well preserved. Someone conducted an autopsy on him, and a neurological examination. That means that someone else must be here. One would hope, unless he managed to invent the self-autopsying body, in which case, I'm pretty sure, medical examiners everywhere will be up in arms. There are an awful lot of beds here. Go ahead and bust out the shotgun. And here is where he was trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood.
Medical log, stardate 89325.25. Experimentation with neurotoxin as a means to trigger damage and subsequent bioresponse shows promise. Culturing additional specimens. Medical log, stardate 89331.16. Ionizing radiation causing visions. Must log for further research into clairvoyant projections.
Oh, he's trying to give himself... Well, dude, you already have psychic powers.
Medical log, stardate 89332.14. Specimen showing additional aggression, likely side effect of radiation exposure. Locking down interior containment doors with simple access code of Fibonacci sequence. Easily remembered.
You know, usually the general side effect of radiation exposure is severe illness and death. I'd very much like to know what kind of radiation you're using. Actually, no. No, I wouldn't. No, I don't want to know.
Medical log, stardate 89336.92. Emotive control faculties regenerating. Huge success. Medical log, stardate 89340.05. Difficulty concentrating on telepathic transfer. Replicating a space more conducive to concentration in the ionizer zone.
So I'm gonna let you in on something. For those of you who've never played Hearts and Minds before, or at least never watched someone play it, he's looking for a cure for Bendy syndrome. And Bendy is basically Vulcan Alzheimer's. Spiders. Spiders get the shotgun. Where the hell did that come from? I didn't know Lima could project a massive space dome of death. I'm pretty sure I didn't equip her with that.
Research on the bodies has been promising, but symptoms of Bendy syndrome most readily manifest themselves in behavior rather than biology. To facilitate testing, I am engaging in a series of mind rounds to give each experimental subject a copy of my personality. Any subject with Bendy syndrome will display aberrant behavior.
This was a mistake. I'm just gonna make a whole bunch of crazy versions of me. Notice there's like dead versions of him everywhere now. Ha ha ha! Gary! A room full of clones. Younger ones at that. Lima. Lima! Lima just hauled off and shot him. Jesus. Okay. What the hell was he gonna say? Your presence here introduces an unknown variable into my research. Completion of my research is of paramount importance. Therefore, you must be eliminated. It is only logical. So yeah. Right response. I would have just liked to have heard the dialogue. These clones are waiting to be decanted. They seem to be exact physical copies, with a bit of replicative fading, of course. Captain, there's no telling how many more of these clones might be on the station. The clone we just faced shows signs of radiation poisoning. They might be performing even more dangerous experiments. More dangerous experiments than exposing themselves to shitloads of mutative radiation. So, I would like to know why we're not just blowing this place up from orbit at this point. Like, yeah. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Here we go. Well, this time... Okay. Lima, Rocky, station yourselves there. There we go. Now you can come in, Lima. Clones. Psionically imprinted so that he could test them for possible cures to his own Bendy syndrome? At least he didn't manage to kill anyone else. No wonder cloning is an ethically murky issue. You can leave and report back whenever you're ready. Not yet. Is there anything cool here? Nope. Just the evil workshop of Dr. Gary. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw this back on. Let's get the hell out of here. It is time to destroy this place from orbit. Alright, let's turn this turkey in.
Clones? With copies of his personality? Well, I suppose even Vulcans can be a little unpredictable. Thank you. I'll send someone to clean up.
Let's see. Count bind on equip. Okay, cool. I can pass that to a different character. Alright. Special duty officer. How many of you do I have? Let's see. Officer roster. Advisor. Spock. Okay, I have at least 2 of you. Can I just like go, just like straight up just go back in there and get another one? Not for another day. Okay. I wonder how long that's back for. But anyways, that is the Halloween TFO and Hearts and Minds, the previous Halloween TFO. But they're pretty fun, have some sweet rewards. The Psychic Lurpa, especially, is a really nice reward. Psionic damage and physical damage. Unfortunately, it doesn't really look any different. Here, I've got a fully upgraded one right here. And basically just looks like your looks the same as the Fleet Lurpa, to be honest, which is a little disappointing. You would expect if it's like a psionic Lurpa, that it would have like a purple aura, or like instead of like a nanopulse, like having like the bright blue laser blade, like you would expect like a weird sort of like purple aura or something around this one, right? Because it's psychic. I don't know. You would expect them to have given it some kind of, like, weird effect, instead of just, it being a, plain old Psychic Lurpa. It is not as effective, at least I don't think it is. Hang on. Let's see. So, my fully upgraded Nanopulse Lurpa is 307 deeps. The Vulcan Lurpa is 242. So, it does have 80% shield penetration. There is that. But overall, it's not quite as effective as the various Nanopulse weapons, unfortunately. I actually think that this 252, a fully upgraded Soleil Ceremonial Lurpa, is also more effective than this, and actually does have a unique appearance. Well, unique if you don't include the Nanopulse version that's basically just a knockoff of this. But this does not do psychic damage, which I don't think there's anything in the game that can resist psychic damage. Unfortunately, the psychic damage it does is such a pittance of it that, yeah, it's really not spectacularly. Back in the day, before the introduction of Nanopulse weapons and fleet weapons, the Psi Lurpa was probably super sweet. But, since the introduction of Nanopulse weapons and, fleet weapons, and you got all kinds of crazy melee weapons in the lockboxes and the store, the Psi Lurpa, it really does need a buff. Like if it's gonna be like a super special weapon that's only available like once a year, it really should look the part. It should have its own appearance. It should really have its own appearance, and it should really have some kind of like visual effect to accompany how apparently like super special and hard to get it is. And it should do a hell of a lot more damage as well. Again, 242.3 to the Nanopulse Lurpa's 307. Yeah. That's pretty anemic. It's less than the, like, this isn't even gold, and it does more damage than the Psi Lurpa does. 242 to 260, with the stupid Son of None Nanopulse Staff Rifle. And, it sure as hell does a hell of a lot less damage than the stupid combat knife. I actually have a bone to pick with this thing. Because really, if you're just being as practical as possible, right? If that's it, if all you're about is the sheer practicality of a build, then there is no reason, none, why you would not just use this. Because that is 199 damage per swing. Look how fast I can swing that. How fast that adds up. Now, look at that compared to having to memorize combos. Yeah. That's kind of stupid. That's kind of like... that's cool, but then why not just make that if you know what, if I'm being totally honest, I would probably just make that standard for melee weapons, is you equip them as devices and they augment your knockdown attack. To be something different, like depending on the weapon you have. They've already kind of gone that way with the stupid Son of None nanopulse rifle, where you have like your standard weapon attacks, and then you have your melee is changed to like this big broad melee attack. Like, in all honesty, I think that's what they should basically just do with all the melee weapons in this game, is make them equipable devices. Like, if they're gonna go that route, then just do so. But this really does need, like this weapon really does show its age and use. It's not a bad weapon. I shouldn't, like, don't get me wrong. This is still a pretty good weapon, especially once you've upgraded it. But it's nowhere near as good as it should have for how rare it is. And I mean rare, I don't just mean rare as in the item's rarity. Like, it's like a blue. I mean rare for it's only available once a year. It hasn't been available for years. Hearts and Minds is back after, like, how many years absence? So this weapon is ostensibly supposed to be pretty hard to get, and instead of looking interesting, it just looks like your run-of-the-mill, just like Lurpa. It really should have something. It really should have something special that sets it apart. But that's just me. What do you guys think? We are still waiting for the return of the Mirror Universe. I would be surprised if we see any more updates from the Mirror Universe storyline. Like, I'd be surprised if we progress this story before next year. I would be shocked. Like, we might get a TFO and a couple patrols before next year. That is the absolute most that I am, like, if that happens, that is the most that I anticipate us getting before, like, January, February, etc. I'll see you guys later.
Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3.